Hey there, folks. It's me, Chris, with Gigman's Life. Yeah, baby. It's a Gigman's Life indeed. And of course, it would help us out immensely with the channel if you would hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and just so you can get notified about the latest videos. But at times, my plans for 10 a.m. Monday through Friday get a little screwy. They could get a little screwy Monday with the storm. So please be in mind some issues may happen on Monday. I will be more prioritizing dealing with the weather than producing these videos. That is just how it is. You know, I might just produce the video if I'm capable, because you never know. But when we're talking about weather like this, and especially we're talking ice storms, we're talking trees exploding because of temperatures getting so cold, it will freeze the sap inside of the tree. And like the glass bottle that was in my car of water, make them look like a grenade has gone off. Yes, I've had one of those fun dealings with a bottle of ice water that, and this is a bottle that I got from somebody who was getting onto an airplane. And I picked them up over in the ritzy section where Chanel, Rolex, you know, when you're seeing brand names in stores that are exclusively selling said brand names, you are just like, yeah, I'm in the ritzy section of Boston. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yes, but, you know, here's my biggest worry for everybody, especially out here, is you gotta stay warm first. You can live without food for several days. If you're worried about food, make sure it's something that doesn't need it to be heated. If you're going to make sure you want food ready, then make up a lot of it prior so that it is edible even if it is cold. Majority of foods are still edible. Meatloaf. Meatloaf is one of those great ones where it can perfectly be served cold. But your main worry will be heating. And unfortunately, so many places, so many people are living in houses or apartments that are solely heated by electricity. I know the green, it makes sure that my children are not being exposed. You know, they're getting asthma from the propane and natural gas, which is supposed to be far safer than the gasoline, diesel, and kerosene that we all used for decades, even now, over a century. But, you know, this is neither here nor there. We don't want to get into conspiracy theories here, do we? You know, I dealt with enough of them with friends over the years to really just say, you know, this is survival. We don't need to talk about anything else but making sure. If you have to get little propane heaters, remember, clear the areas. Kerosene in a lot of states is illegal. But, you know, we are talking about a winter storm warning here, folks. So make sure you're taking care of yourself first. And God forbid, don't be out there driving if you don't have to. This right here was from the last storm, Saturday. I already decided I was having enough. And if you didn't see it, you'll see it as I come up to it, that a truck slid into another person's vehicle. And even I had to make an adjustment, as you can watch, so that I wasn't going to slide into a vehicle. I'm not going to get anywhere close. I love how my friends go like this and say, why do you keep that distance? And here's why. I don't want to cause an accident. And if the vehicle in front of me has problems, turns on their blinkers, I can get around them. I'm not right up on their ass, taking time to wait possibly for some other people on my ass to move around and readjust. It's just how it is. You gotta plan. And if you are not experienced in driving during inclement weather, don't be out there. Please. I have over 36, going on 37 years of driving experience. I was shown by my grandfather at 15 how to deal with fishtailing because it was a snowstorm. My mom was not happy at all with that, but I did learn how to drive a rear-wheel vehicle and deal with fishtailing. It's just what you have to do to survive. And if you do not know how to drive in this shit, don't be out there. The risk to reward factor is way too high. You are better off losing a couple of days of income compared to losing all of your income for months, because no matter what, you know what your insurance company is going to tell you, and they're going to be happy to say,
did you really need to be out?
Yeah, because that question is the one that's going to go and say,
well, you put yourself out there. You decided to take the risk.
And do you think that these delivery apps are going to be at all concerned about you getting in an accident because you had to deliver somebody's McDonald's? Because they're paying extraordinary prices for you to go and risk your life, your safety in earnings and making a living because somebody didn't plan better or they just had a fucking craving for something. Look, our society has some fucked up parts to it. And these delivery apps fully show it, because I just went through watching a video, of course, where the body cam of an Uber driver, 23-year-old, flipping out in Illinois because she couldn't figure out where she was delivering. The police got behind her, and, you can see social justice Twitter go like this and saying, because then they started helping her out. They saw the delivery. They knew that there was somebody who was depending upon it. And yes, the police are gracious enough to ensure that the delivery got done, because they weren't going to go and have an issue with somebody who wasn't a part of this whole situation getting screwed over. They served the community, and yeah, they'll go and deliver because your Uber driver, Dasher, got arrested. They're kind enough to do that. And if you just went and if you watch the video, I'm making another video about that because, yes, I'm going to have content out for Monday, guaranteed. I do have to get going. So, as always, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. We got to get out here and make money. It is going to be dangerous. We're talking about exploding trees, possibly, weather conditions that might break electrical systems. So, whatever money you are thinking you can make out there during these storms, take it as a grain of salt that you're risking everything to be out there. If you don't have the commercial insurance, if you're not going to get thrown under the bus, have to go through legal matters to do things, compared to just losing a couple of days of income. There is big differences between risk and reward. I've been out there, I've done it, I've been lucky, but that is just, I know how to drive. I'm seeing less and less people understanding driving, especially in bad conditions. So that's why I won't be out there during the storm. I'm going to be nice and safe and warm in my little part of the universe. Hopefully, I will be broadcasting live Monday. And as always, I hope if you're out there doing the hustle, you will be profitable and have a safe and great day.